I'm gonna talk to you guys about my thoughts regarding Dark Souls 3, the whole shebang pretty much. From the start, my initial thoughts was, compared to the other titles in the series, Dark Souls 3 definitely blew my mind out of the water. This is probably the Dark Souls title I've been waiting for. Like, it's probably, out of all of them, I would definitely rank this one the highest. I enjoyed this one, then Dark Souls 1, then Demon Souls, then Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, then Vanilla Dark Souls, um, and then Bloodborne is in a category all on its own. It's pretty much tied up with the first couple of games I mentioned. But other than that, let's see. Let's start out with my favorite parts of this game, to be honest. The graphics are just off the chain. It's like the perfect marriage between Bloodborne and, the Demon and Dark Souls series. Okay, another thing I want to mention about this game is the bosses. Like, I think they pretty much like hit the ball out of the ballpark with this. Like, just about every boss in this game, they're just freaking amazing. Like, if I was to name a couple of my favorites, Lothric and Lorien is one. Osiris the Consumed King is another. Yorm the Fallen Giant is another. I mean, Aldrich I thought was cool. I mean, granted, it's so much like lore videos on Aldrich alone. It's just amazing. I mean, another boss that kicked my ass consistently was Pontiff Sulyvahn. And the funny thing about Pontiff Sulyvahn is, it's like, I kept looking up like videos and stuff about him. A lot of people like to relate him to like Suleiman from like the Ottoman Empire, which I thought was like insane. I like High Lord Wolnir as well, but it's kind of funny because oh yeah, I do actually talk sometimes in some of my videos. Yeah, High Lord Wolnir was another one of my favorite bosses. I felt they kind of copied and pasted the Demon Fire Sage a little bit too much. Let me see, which other bosses did I like? Soul Ascender. Soul Ascender, the final boss, is probably my favorite boss of all time from this particular game. I thought he was amazing. And Nameless King. You just can't get better than this boss. I'm currently wearing his armor right now, and this shield, the Dragon Slayer shield, man, this shield has saved my ass on a countless number of occasions, by the way. Let's see. Let me think. What else? The gameplay. It plays slower than Bloodborne, but it's like I like it because it still has that Souls feel to it. Overall, like the weapon arts. I mean, I used them for like about like 3 out of like the myriad of weapons in this game. But I've mostly like predominantly focused on like melee and stuff. I've used magic here and there. My mainstay weapons were the Dragon Slayer Great Spear, the Uchi Katana. Basically, I just, I messed with what I was comfortable with. I did mess around with Gundir's Halberd, which was probably one of my favorite halberds in the game. Let's see, the replay value, even after platinuming this game, and I've platinumed every other game in the series, so I know my shit regarding Souls. It's like, I still think this is probably literally the best game in the series, bar none. I still play this game religiously. Online, it's amazing. But, let's see, the difficulty value, in the beginning of the game, I was literally face rolling everything. Like, it was just like unstoppable. But around the middle of the game, especially my first playthrough with Lothric and Lorien, I was just getting demolished. I had to do what I personally call was the profane grind, which was literally the area right before you fight Yorm. I was just mass killing everything until I got strong enough to take these guys out. I did the series of the Sunless Realms questline so I could have her as backup. That's how I got through it the first time. And my personal advice to everybody who's playing it for the first time, fuck Rosaria's fingers. Just don't even bother with that covenant until the second playthrough, because that covenant literally, you do that, you'll piss off Cirrus, and Cirrus will never want to be in your party again. And then literally that's, that's a big kick in the nuts for you trying to go through this boss fight here, Lothric and Lorien. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a hell right there. Let's see. Personally, what I'm waiting for this game is the DLC. I think it's 2 DLC packages right now, and the thing is, I know they did Scholar of the First Sins DLC pretty amazing, so I have high hopes. I really do, but it's like, what can you do from this point onwards? I felt like they done did everything perfectly. I mean, outside of the cut content for this game, which is, I mean, if you check Silent Cave channel, he uploaded a couple of videos regarding it, which I think was awesome. But it's like they took out Fort of the Boreal Valley's mask, which that low-key pissed me off. That shit looked like the Predator mask, and I was all like, oh my god. I mean, it's a small little hindsight, but I thought that was one item they could have kept in the game for real. And I think it was Yorm's armor, which was ironically they should have kept that in the game because I mean it's boss armor. Let's be real here. Let's see. Besides that, I mean, will I continue to play this game? Hell yeah. Also, another depressing thing is if you max out all your like levels and stuff, and you try to do the Yola Launder quest line to draw out the true strength, you'll never be able to do it because you can't do you know he can't pretty much give you your true strength, so he'll just die and Yuri will never show up at your shrine, so you'll never be able to get the Usurpation of Fire ending. So yeah, there you go. So if you ever want to be the Dark Lord in Dark Souls 3, you pretty much have to like be, you know, below the cap threshold. That's the sad, you know, price we gotta pay for power. But it is what it is. I mean, I enjoyed it, and overall, that's about the majority of my, you know, thoughts right now regarding Dark Souls 3. And well, thanks for actually, you know, tuning in. See you guys.